Good morning, and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings San Francisco. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Monday, July 20th. You'll be interested to know, 57 years ago, today, in 1969, Apollo 11 astronauts Neil Armstrong and Edwin Buzz Aldrin landed on the moon and walked its surface, carrying spacecraft and scientific instruments to achieve the first human visit. That milestone proved humans could travel beyond Earth, inspired generations to pursue space exploration, and marked a defining achievement in engineering and global cooperation. So now you know. And now, it's time for the Surf Report. Monday at Ocean Beach. This morning it's looking fair with 2+ feet waves rolling in. Conditions will shift to choppy by noon as winds pick up to onshore at 9 miles per hour. Expect the wind to increase further throughout the afternoon, reaching 11 to 14 miles per hour, making for a bumpy session. Best time to ride is at 6 a.m. with a 3-foot outgoing high tide when the south-southwest swell is 3 feet at 12 seconds and the onshore wind is 5 miles per hour. The first low tide on Monday will be 1.5 foot at 10:30 a.m., followed by a 6-foot high tide just before 5:30. The nearshore buoy in San Francisco Bar reads 60 degrees for the water temperature. Conditions start off fair with waves around 2 to 3 feet on Tuesday, but winds pick up and create choppy surf by afternoon. Wednesday sees a slight increase in size with choppy conditions persisting, though early sessions offer some fair moments. Thursday brings more consistent surf at 3+ feet, but choppy conditions return as wind strengthens throughout the day. This morning, it's cloudy and it feels like 60 degrees, with 6 mile per hour wind. The sunset will take place at 8:28 and will rise again tomorrow at 6:04. It looks like we're in for some mostly cloudy skies today, with a high around 60 and a mild breeze. Tonight, expect continued mostly cloudy conditions, with a low of 56 and light winds picking up a bit. Looking ahead in the weather. Tuesday is mostly cloudy with a high near 63 and a light west wind around 5 to 9 miles per hour. Wednesday through Friday stay cool with partly sunny afternoons near 62 and mostly cloudy nights in the mid to upper 50s. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny Morning sent you. In local news, SAFR claims customer data is not stored and emphasizes transparency in its operations, aiming to improve accuracy and reduce bias. Experts suggest it may take time to assess the effectiveness of this approach in reducing retail theft. Now on to sports. Lionel Messi could have ended all debate over who is the greatest player of all time by winning another World Cup with Argentina on Sunday, but he was left in tears following Spain's 1-0 win. Messi, now 39, dragged the holders to another final, scoring 8 goals and providing 2 assists in the dramatic late comeback against England in the semifinals. However, the dream of lifting the trophy again ultimately proved too good to be true. 10-man Argentina struggled and faced a huge challenge when Enzo Fernandez was sent off in stoppage time. Messi touched the ball only 54 times and never looked like scoring. He became only the second player to appear in 3 World Cup finals, matching the achievement of Brazil great Cafu. In local sports, The Giants dropped the rubber match to Seattle yesterday, 3-6, capping a frustrating finish at T-Mobile Park. After dominating Game 1 with a shutout, they couldn't close it out. They're heading to Kansas City this afternoon to face the Royals at Kauffman Stadium, first pitch at 4:40. Trevor McDonald takes the mound against Michael Wacha. Expect a pitcher's duel. San Francisco is sitting at 42-57, well out of it in the West, but they've shown some fight lately with 3 wins in their last 5 games. The real story, though, is the front office. With the trade deadline 2 weeks away, manager Tony Vitello and president of baseball operations Buster Posey are exploring a complete teardown. Luis Arraez, a 3-time batting champion, could be moved despite wanting to resign. Robbie Ray, the 2-time All-Pro, is being dangled to contenders. The next 2 weeks determine how aggressive the Giants get. Meanwhile, down in San Jose, the Sharks are making serious moves. They've landed forward Mason Marchment on a 5-year deal and brought in goaltender Eric Comrie. With Macklin Celebrini leading a young core, San Jose is targeting a playoff return after missing October since 2019. In top news, Josh Kerr of Britain breaks the men's mile world record that stood since 1999. On Saturday, Kerr ran the mile in 3 minutes, 42.66 seconds, breaking the 27-year-old record set by Jamel Garoud. Kerr celebrated with a lap of honor at London Stadium. He stated, "It was just me, my shoes, and the track." Finishing more than 3 seconds ahead of second-place Yared Nugus, Kerr expressed that the crowd support was just incredible. With his previous best time at 3 minutes, 45.34 seconds, Kerr made the mile his key target. In business news, World Cup champion Spain just won $50 million, and the Internal Revenue Service gets a cut. The statement, "It does not make a difference who wins the game," highlights that the Internal Revenue Service will get a piece. The World Cup is the globe's largest sporting event, and this time, it is also a major tax event for the Internal Revenue Service. Even before Sunday's championship match between Spain and Argentina, there were clear winners at the World Cup co-hosted by the United States, ranging from Cape Verde's goalie to ranch salad dressing. In crypto movement, Bitcoin is up 2% over the weekend to about $65,000. Ethereum is up 2% to just under $1,900. And XRP is up 1% to $1.10. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national Pilates studio to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates, with several locations in the San Diego area. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class, with locations in Encinitas, Solana Beach, Oceanside, La Jolla, and more. Just be sure to tell them Sunny Morning sent you by. And now, back to the show. Let's talk tech. Apple recently filed a trade secrets lawsuit against OpenAI, accusing the AI company of a pattern of misconduct aimed at getting current and former Apple employees to share confidential information. In response, OpenAI stated it is not aware of any evidence that this complaint has merit. On a recent episode of TechCrunch's Equity podcast, the hosts debated whether this lawsuit will impact OpenAI's plans to enter the hardware business. OpenAI's potential mobile smart speaker is at stake, and delays could arise from the lawsuit. With OpenAI's initial public offering on the horizon, the implications of this lawsuit are significant. This allegation highlights the serious talent drain, as over 400 former Apple employees now work at OpenAI. And in entertainment news, the Netflix catalog is heating up this summer, with July signaling the arrival of some of the year's most anticipated movies and shows. A brand new adaptation of Little House on the Prairie by Rebecca Sonnenschein is proving an enormous hit alongside the latest adaptation from best-selling author Harlan Coben, I Will Find You. Enola Holmes 3, featuring Millie Bobby Brown and Henry Cavill, has accumulated an impressive 20,700,000 views in its first 5 days. However, it has officially lost its top spot on the streaming charts to the true crime effort Shipwrecked: Nightmare at Sea. The highly anticipated Heartstopper Forever arrives this weekend, likely dethroning Enola Holmes 3. Well, alrighty folks, it's time for the quote of the day. And today, our quote comes from the American astronaut and physicist, Sally Ride. And she said, "The stars don't look bigger, but they do look brighter." And that's a wrap for this morning. You can check out our Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok for some captivating aerial videos with local news and the surf reports. Have an amazing day, my good friends. We'll see you tomorrow with another episode of Sunny Morning San Francisco.